Hiya! Welcome! From that, you probably realise I'm doing a video for Jimmy Barnes. Hi everybody, it's Richard here and welcome to this entry into Jimmy Barnes's push towards 2,000 subscribers. At the moment he's at about 1.98, which could be 1989 or it could be 1980, so he's less than 20 away anyway to get that 2,000 goal. Now Jimmy, his channel is so varied. It's part VC, but he does a lot of other things as well. For example, he's big into those Funko Pop things, which I don't particularly like, but a lot of people do, and I know a guy, Peter in Australia, is really into them as well. But he also does commentaries on Top of the Pops episodes, which are great. And he produced one of the best videos at Christmas just a few days ago when he showed went through all the number 2 singles at Christmas from about 1970, I think he started off with, right up to 2009 over 2 videos, just to see the ones that just failed to miss the top spot. So he's asked actually 3 questions, and then there's 2 bonus questions as well. It's all around the number 2 or 2000. So the first one is to show 2 releases from the same act. One was released in the 20th century and the other one in the 21st century. So I'm going to go for Squeeze here, and I'm going to make James Griffiths really jealous again. And this is Some Fantastic Place from 1993, an absolute cracking Squeeze album. One of their best, definitely their best of the 90s, and I would say in the top 4 or 5 of all their releases. It has quite a few singles off this. Some Fantastic Place, Third Rail was actually the first single, Loving You Tonight and It's Over were all singles, but this is a really, really strong album. And the one from the 21st century from 2017 is The Knowledge, and now this is not a bad album either. It is a little bit updated in sound, it's a little bit more contemporary, but it's a double album, but there's only 12 songs on it, but still it is very good. Final Score is good, Innocence in Paradise is good, and the one that sounds exactly like Deborah T-Rex or Tyrannosaurus Rex is Albatross. It's not bad, but it's still one of their bottom ones for me. Now the second question is show a record from any artist that is their second release, and I'm going to show Ellen Foley's Spirit of St. Louis, or St. Louis as I would say. And if you don't know who Ellen Foley is, she was the girl that did the lead vocals along with Meat Loaf on Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Now her first album's very good, this one is really good, and at the time she was going out with Mick Jones of The Clash. And there's 5 songs on here that are actually written by Strummer and Jones, so if you're a bit of a Clash fan, really you should be getting this. It's from 1981, so it's closer to the sound of the Sandinista songs, but it's still a very good album. I've got this, the debut, and the third album's not very good, so that's the 3 that I've got. But yeah, pleased to have this, and this is her second release, Ellen Foley's Spirit of St. Louis. Okay, question 3 is show any release by a duo. So I wanted to pick a duo that I don't think anybody else would show. Well, I'm 100% sure nobody else would show. And it's Baccarat, and this is their debut album simply called Baccarat, with the 2 huge hits, Yes Sir I Can Boogie, which got to number 1 over here, and Sorry I'm a Lady, which was a top 10 hit I believe. Now these 2 girls are Maria Mendiola and Maite Mateos, both Spanish girls. The one in the white is Maria and the one in the black is Maite. And unfortunately Maria died last September 2021. But yeah, I think this is really good. It is disco, it's Euro pop, but I really enjoy it. And because of that, I actually bought 2 more of their albums. I've had 4 albums and I've got 3 of them. That one there, which is Light My Fire, which is also very good, and then the third one, which is Colours, which is not quite as good. But yeah, I enjoy them. I think they're great fun, and as I say, a guilty pleasure. Okay, the bonus question is show an album I have at least 2 copies of. Well, I'm going to show 3 vinyl copies here. I've got more CDs. I've got 3 CD copies of this as well, which I'm not going to show. And it's going to be this album by ABBA, simply called ABBA. And the reason I'm showing 3 is because of yellow, orange and blue. Now, before I tell you what that means, is the only 2 other albums that can satisfy the yellow, orange and blue by ABBA are Waterloo and The Greatest Hits. Now, I've only got 1 copy of each of those, but I wanted to do the yellow, orange and blue for at least one of the albums. And basically it's on the Epic label. And the first one to come out was the yellow Epic label. And the last single that came out in the yellow Epic for ABBA was Dancing Queen. And as I say, the last album was Greatest Hits. And then Epic changed their label. Here's the second one, to the orange, very familiar for ABBA. And the orange carried on up to the last single, which was Gimme 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 in 1979, and the last album was Voulez-Vous, and then they changed again to the blue. Now that's got a nice price sticker on it which I cannot stand, but it is difficult to get off, so I'm too scared to remove it. And it's on the blue label, and the first single on the blue label was I Have a Dream at the very end of '79, going through to their last single, which was Under Attack in 1982. Okay, the second bonus question is to promote Jimmy's channel on one of the social medias. Now, apart from YouTube, which I don't really call social media, although a lot of people do, the only social media I am on is Facebook. And I don't even promote my own channel on Facebook, so my Facebook friends have no idea that I actually do this. But I'm going to make an exception. I'm going to post on Facebook Jimmy's channel. And the reason I'm doing it is I owe him one, because he told me about a Proclaimers album, Like Comedy, that had been released on vinyl. I was totally unaware of it. I had done another video a while back saying it was one of the albums I really wanted, and he let me know. He didn't have to, but he did. And so I will put I'll put a screenshot of the post that I've put on Facebook. I haven't done it yet, but I will before I upload. Okay, so please check out Jimmy's channel. He's a really good lad, and as I say, you get a lot of variety on his channel, and he's so close to the 2,000 subs. And that's me for now, and a happy Boxing Day, as this is Boxing Day, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.